Hey, Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How he sees you now, and the truth about this connection ahead. You already know the vibe. You didn't show up here by accident. His energy is pulling you heavy. And Spirit said, honey, you deserve the full breakdown. Okay? No fluff, no games, no delusion. So, what I need you to do is take a moment here and meditate on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the green aventurine crystal, card 2 with the rhodolite crystal, and card 3, rose quartz. All right, so let's jump straight into it. Hey, Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How he sees you now. And this is the truth about this connection ahead. Okay, you already know the vibe. You didn't show up here by accident. His energy is pulling up heavy. And Spirit said you deserve the full breakdown. Okay, the full breakdown. No fluff, no games, no delusion. So let's get straight into it because he sees you now and you need to know why. Okay, but it's hitting different right now. Pile 1, your energy pulls you here to the green aventurine crystal, which tells me straight up that you're in your glow era, okay? And you have been healing, upgrading, and minding your peace and that's exactly why he's watching. And then the listen card, yeah, that means his energy is loud, okay? Even if he ain't saying a word, Spirit's like, shh, pay attention. He's speaking without speaking. Now, let's be real. He is sensing the version of you that don't explain, don't beg, and damn sure don't chase. You used to show up with effort, love, and consistency, but now you're showing up with standards. And baby, it's making him rethink everything. This man is in his head like, how did she slip through my fingers like that? And why does her silence feel louder than when she used to call me out? Because your peace, your detachment, okay? Yeah, that's hitting him in places that he didn't expect. Because the listen card says, stop guessing. Stop second guessing. You feel him because he feels you. Period. He may be quiet, but his energy is not, okay? He's watching, he's lurking, he's wondering who you're becoming now that you have stopped shrinking for him. And here's the tea. You're not the same woman he used to know. And honestly, that version of you, she's gone, okay? So now it's show up with clarity or keep your confusion to yourself. That part, okay? So let's keep going. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what direction his energy is moving in. Is he coming correct or just circling because you're glowing, right? And make sure you stay until the end of the reading because I'm going to break down this man's total energetic frequency, okay? What he's really feels, right? What he's hiding and what your power means in this connection. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. All right, what is the energy as it does relate? You have the devil. Honey, this man is obsessed, and I'm going to give you the total breakdown of this devil energy, so don't listen. I got you. Girl, let's see. We're going to pull another card here. What is the energy as it does relate? This is the one. Only time will tell, okay? This card is saying a lot. Saying a little, but saying a lot. Only time will tell. And the devil card showing up. It's like, okay, let's see what's coming through. We're going to start here with the devil card. Listen, this man is in deep. Okay. So, now it makes sense. We just pulled the devil, and listen, this man is not just thinking about you. He's fixated, addicted, and low-key spiraling, because this ain't surface level. This ain't that surface level, I miss her. This is, why can't I stop checking her page? Why do I keep dreaming about her? Why is her energy still all over me? Because let me tell you something. Your glow up hit different. And now he's out here chained to the memory of you, while you've already detached and elevated. Okay, so let's be clear. The devil card isn't just obsession, it's control issues, temptation, and guilt, all wrapped up in sexual tension. This man is trying to act like he's fine. But baby, he is not fine. He's out here watching in silence, holding back, and wondering who you might be entertaining now. And the gag is, you're not even doing anything. You're just existing, healing, glowing. And that's what got him shook. Okay, that's what got him in his feels. All right, so listen, and this card here, only time will tell. Now listen, this card, it's a little messy, a little vague, okay? And Spirit pulled it for a reason, and here's what it's really saying. Here's what it's really saying. He's not ready to come forward, but he can't move on either. There's more to unfold, but it depends on his level up, not your patience. Okay, now the translation for that is, don't wait, just watch. If he's meant to rise to the occasion, he will. But in the meantime, and in between time, you stay on your throne. Period. Okay, because you're the one with the power now. And his obsession is real. His energy is tangled, but you're not responsible for his awakening. No, girl. You not. Okay. Now, don't forget, stay until the end of this reading, because I'm going to break down this man's full energetic frequency, what he feels versus what he's showing, and how deep this obsession really runs, and whether he is just stuck in a loop or actually waking the F up. Okay, so let's go, Clarity family. We're going to go ahead and drop the next card. All right, what is the energy as it does relate, Spirit? Let me grab. What is the energy, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you got, I feel you even though we're apart. Didn't we just say this with that devil energy? Okay, this card is confirmation. So this man is like, honey, I feel you, point blank, period. Girl, you got this man entangled. Well, this is not for play. But I'm going to tell you something. Here, let me hold the card, because I can really feel it when I just hold the card for a second. Okay, listen. The Spirit said, let me make it crystal clear. This man is lying to himself and lying to others, but not to your energy. Okay? You feel him because he still feels you. Even in silence, even in the distance, even while he's trying to act like he's good, he's not good. Let's be real. This man is spiritually tangled up in your essence. What spirit is showing is this ain't surface level. This man feels your presence in ways that he can't explain to himself. It's not logic. It's vibration. You might feel his energy hit you out of nowhere, okay? And you dream about him randomly. Or get that random check your phone hit, okay? And boom, he's lurking. Why? Because you live rent-free in his spiritual subconscious, boo. Okay? And I'm going to say that louder for the clarity fam in the back. You live rent-free in his spiritual subconscious. Let's get real. He is walking around like it's nothing. But deep down, he's like, why is her energy still in my chest? And why can I still feel her even though we haven't talked? Like I said, this isn't for play. This ain't a maybe. It's confirmation. The truth is this. This man is out here trying to disconnect with logic, but your energy is on some high level imprint-ish. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Some high level imprint-ish. I can't curse here, but you know what I'm saying. And whether y'all talk again or not, he'll always feel your absence like a missing frequency. But let's be clear. That don't mean you go running back. That don't mean you shrink. It just means you know the connection was real. And now you let him rise to your level or stay stuck in his loop. Honey, stay stuck in the loop or make him rise. Now listen, make sure you stay until the end of this reading because I'm about to break it down, right? His entire energetic frequency, how deep this pull really is, and what his spirit is revealing beneath the surface. And if this obsession is just a soul memory or real potential. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. All right. You're going to go ahead and drop your next card because this reading is unfolding. All right. We're going to go here. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got the Page of Pentacles. Let me just say, this is Earth Zodiac energy. And of course, those Zodiac signs could be in the top placements of your birth chart or his. Okay. Let me just say this. Girl. The Page of Pentacles. This man is feeling you. He's feeling you. Pentacle is earth energy and it's physical, okay? So this man is feeling you and craving you. And now he's thinking about how to actually show up. But let me just say this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? So it's given, I want to reach out, but let me overthink it for 72 hours first. What Spirit is showing is that this energy is like the offer is forming, but he's still testing the waters in his head. Like, should I message her? What if she doesn't respond? I got to say something real, not just, hey. So yeah, he's thinking. planning, watching. But that action is still in draft mode. It's still in draft mode. You feel me? So listen. Just know, earth sign, or earth heavy chart is here, okay? This energy is coming from a man who's cautious but consistent when he's serious. So while he may not be moving fast, when he does move, it's with intent. He could have Earth in his big three, the sun, the moon, the rising, or in his Venus or Mars, meaning he is slow to open and hates looking vulnerable. He just hates that. He hates looking vulnerable. This is the type of man that does not wear his heart on his sleeve. But when he locks in, he's locked in. But don't get it twisted. The page is still a page, sis. He's not King of Pentacles status yet. Okay? So this isn't about him waiting this isn't about waiting on him. It's about watching what he does next and not what he thinks next. Because the thoughts we been knew. The obsession already confirmed. Okay. And so now Spirit is saying, okay, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that energy, sir? Let's keep going. We're gonna go ahead and drop the next card because this reading is still unfolding right here and right now. And the way Spirit is lining this up, woo, it's about to get even deeper. Okay, and remember, don't dip, because at the end, I'm breaking down his entire energetic frequency. And trust me, you're going to want the full download. So let's do it. All right. Okay, so what is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what we're picking up next here. The next card. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What is the energy? Look at that. The amethyst. Trust your intuition. So Spirit is saying, honey, trust what this man has shown you. Trust what you saw. Trust how he moved. And no wonder when he moved funny, you moved out of his way. Okay. So let's look at this deeper. I'm going to tell you. This is not a coincidence, the amethyst energy crystal, okay? Because this ain't about hoping anymore. This is about knowing. Spirit is literally like, trust your intuition. Period. Full stop. You saw what you needed to see. Let's talk about it. You knew this man's energy shifted before he ever said a word. You watched the vibes change. You caught the distance. You clocked the situation. You clocked the hesitation. And instead of chasing, you moved right out of his way. And that move, he felt that. He felt that, okay? He didn't expect that. So now he's sitting in the silence and wondering why his access don't work the way it used to. The real message, don't second guess what you already peeped. You felt the inconsistency. You picked up the switch up. And instead of trying to decode it, you trusted yourself. The amethyst energy is saying here, you don't need another apology. You don't need more screenshots. You don't need closure because your intuition already gave it to you. And let's be real. He may circle back. He may hit you with the "I've been thinking" or "I didn't know how to say it." But Spirit's saying, you don't need clarity from him. You are the clarity. Let's look deeper. Okay, let's look deeper. And let me adjust your cards for 1 second. Give me one moment. I want to make sure you can see them all. Okay, so let's go ahead and look deeper. Because you have one more card to go, and I want to see where this energy is headed next. Is he stepping into growth, or is he still a man stuck in his own cycle? Okay. And remember, don't go nowhere, sis, because at the end of this reading, I'm breaking down his entire energetic frequency, what he feels, what he fears, and whether this is a real movement or just recycled obsession. Okay, so let's do it. Let me pull your next card. Now, this is your final card. And then we'll break down the entire frequency. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. See, this is what you want. This is the level you are on, because what you do, you raised your standards. You said no more playing with me. No more giving of myself to people who are not worthy. And this is how this man sees you. He sees your value. He knows it. He just can't, he's not in a position right now to hold space for it because of his maturity level. Right? But I'm going to break it all the way down. I also feel like this man knows that you got options, honey. So let me tell you. Okay. Listen. Okay. Here we go. So Spirit's like, Spirit, now you showing out. Ain't Spirit showing out, y'all? Okay, so we pulled the engagement ring. And listen, this ain't a cute message. This is a confirmation of the level you're on. You're not manifesting text back energy. You're manifesting show up with a plan or stay out of my way energy. Now, what this card really means is this is your frequency now. Commitment, stability, partnership with purpose, not situationships, not almost, not confusion wrapped in chemistry. You said no more giving wifey energy to men who show up with boy behavior. And guess what? He sees that now. He sees it now. How he sees you? As the one that got herself together. As the woman who's no longer accessible without intention. And low key, as the one who could really get snatched up by somebody real. Because, yes, sis, he knows you got options. He's not saying it out loud, but trust me, he's thinking, damn, she's really out of my league now. She deserves more than what I'm capable of giving right now. Okay. Now, listen, what's really going on in his energy is this. He wants to level up with you, but his maturity, okay, his maturity, emotional depth, and timing, they're still in the page zone. They're still in that page zone, not king status. That's why he's obsessing, but not progressing. He sees your value, but he also sees his own limitations. All right. And now, as promised, Let's break down his total energetic frequency. All right. Now, emotionally, he's tangled. He's in his head, missing you, and wanting to reach out. Energetically, he's all over your field, dreaming of you, watching you, feeling that loss. Spiritually, he's being pulled to evolve because your glow up triggered his growth. Physically, he's still hesitating and still unsure how to match your level. But you're not waiting. You're attracting something that already knows what it wants and shows up like it. Okay. Now, pile one, here's a final word for you. Listen, he sees you now, and not just as someone he once knew, okay? But as someone he could have built forever with. And now he's got to grow the F up or get left behind. You are the blueprint, baby. You're the blueprint. Now act accordingly. As always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hey, Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How he sees you now, the truth about this connection ahead. And baby, y'all already know what time it is. This energy is popping hot as usual. And over here, we don't sugarcoat, we don't coddle, we get into the real. So buckle up, we're going straight in. All right, so pile two, let's go. You were pulled to that bold, rich, no games, rhodolite garnet crystal. So off the top, your energy is given, I want depth, not distractions. And then you got the expect the unexpected card. Oh, baby, that means somebody's energy is about to pop up on you, right? When you least expect it. But let me say this up front. This ain't no weak little, hey, stranger message. This is the kind of return that leaves you like, oh, now you remember who the F I am. Let's get into this real quick, okay? Because this man thought he could keep it cute. Thought he could keep you in the background. A tab open, a vibe on standby. But life humbled him. And now your energy is smacking him upside the soul. You went from, please don't play with me, to, you better approach me like you know I'm the one you prayed for. And now he's plotting. Now he's creeping, okay? And he's about to pop up in some way out of nowhere because he knows he fumbled a blessing. He fumbled. So real talk. And this man underestimated you. And now that you're unbothered, unavailable, and untouchable, he's feeling it deep. Okay. Now Spirit said, she ain't waiting. She glowing. And now the universe is about to spin the block on your behalf. Okay. But let's be clear. Just because he shows up, it don't mean he's ready. And that's why we're pulling the next card, because we need to see what kind of energy he's bringing, right? When he comes back around. So let's keep going. Let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what direction his energy is moving in, because this just ain't about him showing up, okay? It's about whether he can actually stay standing in front of you, okay? And don't forget to stay until the end, because I'm going to break down his entire energetic frequency, what's really fueling his return, if it's divinely guided or just ego-driven. Okay, and what you need to know before deciding if he even gets access. Okay, so let's go ahead. because, honey, we're just getting started. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? Okay, and this card just jumped out of the deck. Look at him. Look at him. This is the King of Wands, baby. Honey, he want to be seen, okay? And that's just it. He wants to be seen. This King of Wands popped out like he heard his name, okay? Oh, and now he gonna show up like a king. But let's break it all the way down, honey. Bold, bad, and no BS, because this is straight fire frequency. And the way we about to deliver it, listen, it's given, sir, don't walk in like a king unless you can handle the queen. Right. Look at him. Look at him. This man just jumped off the deck like, honey, yeah, I still got it. Yeah, I'm that dude. Baby, he's in his King of Wands energy, which means, you know, he's feeling himself hard right now. So it's like that confidence is turned all the way up. But Spirit says confidence don't equal consistency. Let's keep it real. This man wants, you know, he wants to come in bold. He's fantasizing about taking control, about showing you that he's changed, about proving he can match your fire. But here's the thing about the King of Wands. He can talk a real good game. He's charming, sexy, real alpha energy. But if he's not balanced, he's all fire and no follow through. Right. So what this means right now is he wants you. He knows you're a flex. And baby, he is low-key mad because he didn't lock you down when he had the chance. Now he's coming back like, I'm ready. I leveled up. Let me show you I can lead. But can he really handle the pressure of your boundaries? Can he be consistent, intentional, and grounded? Because, listen, you're not falling for charm and chemistry anymore. You need receipts. You need effort. You need action. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull the next card right now because I need to know, is this real fire or is it just his ego trying to impress you now that he sees you thriving? And baby, don't forget, stay until the very end because I'm breaking down his total energetic frequency and the truth behind his return, whether this man is a real one or just a rerun. And what you need to do next to stay in control of this entire connection. All right, so let's go ahead and pull the next card because this reading is still heating up and hotter than fish grease, honey. All right, so let's see. What is the energy as it does relate? Girl, I'm gonna go with this one. This says time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. It's what Spirit is saying. Listen. Okay. We're getting ready to see what this means. Thank you, Spirit. Let me hold the card. Let me feel it. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Sis, honey, he wants you. He sees you, right? But stop doing the most. Let the energy unfold. Okay, listen. The Spirit said this, relax, boo. You already got his attention. Stop gripping the steering wheel. Let's be real. You've been healing, elevating, glowing up, but some part of you might still be wondering, when is he coming back? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna reach out? Does he feel it too? And Spirit is like, yeah, but you don't need to force a divine setup, okay? This ain't about chasing, manifesting, the manifesting on overdrive. It ain't about that, okay? This is about trusting that what's aligned with your energy, it can't miss you. So where's he at? Look, he is in that King of Wands mode, remember? Trying to figure out how to come correct. But right now, he is feeling your energy pull back, and it's got him in his head. So while you're over there like, what's the holdup? He's sitting over there like, damn, she's not chasing me no more. What do I do now? And the answer is nothing. Let him stew. Let him process. Let him pull up when he can meet you at your level. Okay. Now, Spirit's final word here on this card is, your energy is already doing the work. He's already feeling the loss. You don't need to act, chase, prove, or perform. You are the assignment. You're the assignment. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. You got 2 more cards to go. And then at the end, we're gonna break down his total energetic frequency. No, you got 3 more cards to go. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's see what's coming through here. All right. Okay, what is the energy as it does relate? I hid who I really am from you. So this dude was wearing a mask all this time. Y'all, I'm not going to sugarcoat this one, okay? I'm going all in right now. Listen. Okay. This is deep. It's like, ooh, now we get into the real. Okay, so Spirit said he was wearing a mask, period. Let's be clear, this man never showed up as the full version of himself. He gave you just enough to keep your hope alive, but never enough to fully build on. He gave pieces, not presence. He gave potential, not partnership. Now here's the raw truth. This wasn't about you being too much. This was about him not being enough and knowing it. So instead of rising to meet you, he hid, he deflected, he performed. Because deep down he knew that if she sees the real me, she might not stay. But baby, you would have left anyway. Because the real you doesn't stick around for half-truths in pretty packaging. Now, Spirit said this man didn't just lie with words. He lied with omission, by staying silent when he should have spoken, by pulling back when he should have stood up. Okay? Because you were loving him through his confusion. You were holding space for a version of him he wouldn't even hold for himself. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about dragging him. It's not about dragging him. This is about understanding that your intuition was always right. You felt the disconnect. You sensed the mask. And you just hoped that he would take it off before you had to walk away. But now you know. And now he knows you're not coming back for empty potential. Okay? Now we still got 2 more cards, baby. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card, because this reading is exposing every layer of this man's energy, and we're not stopping now. And don't forget, at the very end, we're breaking down his total energetic frequency, right? Like what his higher self knows, and why he's so tangled in your field. and what your next best move really is. All right, let's go. Next card. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your next card. All right, so let's see what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You have the clear quartz crystal card, and it says, get crystal clear. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I'm really picking up with this card here. Let me just say this, okay? Now, Spirit said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. No more blurry vision. No more guessing games. Okay. This card is the call out and plus the call up moment. He had his mask. You had your feelings. But now you got the clear quartz card. And Spirit said, it's time to get crystal effing clear. So let's get into it, okay? Now, this is what I'm picking up. Listen up, Clarity family. Spirit is not playing with y'all right now, okay? You pulled the clear quartz, and this message is loud. Sis, it's time to stop wondering and start deciding. No more mixed signals, no more reading in between his silence, no more trying to decode breadcrumbs. All right? So here is the message. You already know what this connection is. The problem isn't clarity, it's trusting. It's trusting what you already saw. Okay? And so Spirit is like, honey, get crystal clear on what you want. Because if he comes back tomorrow, okay? If he comes back tomorrow, will you even say yes? Or are you just stuck in the memory? Let that sink in. What this means for you is this. This isn't about him anymore. This is about you, about whether you're still lowering your crown to meet someone where they refuse to rise. Are you still hoping he'll change? Or are you finally clear that you've changed and that version of him can't come with you? Because, baby, your next chapter, it requires full clarity, not potential, not promises, not maybe. What he feels, listen, I'm picking up what he feels. Oh, he feels it because he can sense that you're no longer emotionally available for confusion. That glow up you're walking in, it's not just physical, it's vibrational. You don't want a partner who makes your intuition work over time. You want peace, presence, powerful alignment. Let's keep going. All right. We've got, let's see here. We have one more card to go. Okay. One more card before we break down his total energetic frequency. So don't move. Let's see if this man's going to step up, stay stuck, or get replaced. All right. So, honey, because this energy, is peaking. So let's do it. Okay. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Okay. That's deep. That is deep. And I'm going to put this card right here. I think you can see it better. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that a lot better right there. He knows you've taken your power back. He knows that. He ain't crazy. Mm-mm. And you have done the shadow work, but he hasn't. Nope. But I'm going to tell you what's really deep about this card coming through. Listen. Spirit just said, honey, let's wrap this up with the truth she already knows. She's not the same woman he used to manipulate, breadcrumb, or delay. This is bossed up, glowed up, I'm not waiting energy. Okay. This is pure baddie clarity. All right. So, bestie, baby, listen. Spirit didn't come to play. You got the self-indulgence card and that spirit way of saying, this ain't about him no more. This about you turning your pain into power and choosing you like never before. Here's what's real. You have done the work, the healing, the shadow diving, the uncomfortable truth facing, the uncomfortable truth facing. Okay? And you looked yourself in the mirror and said, I love me too much to keep entertaining half-ass energy. And guess what? He feels it. He sees it. And he knows it's different now. He knows he can't just slide back in. He knows the old emotional games won't work. He knows that you're not the fallback girl anymore. Okay. Now, why this hit so hard? Because he hasn't done the work. Not like you have. You have been evolving. He's been avoiding. You have been facing your shadow. He's been hiding from his. And now that he sees you walking in your worth, he is shook. He's sad. He's stuck. And it's not because you're unavailable. It's because he knows that you have elevated past what he can access right now. This is your power shift. This isn't about being petty. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about this is about realizing. This is about realizing that he might still feel me. But that don't mean he can still reach me. And that's the frequency that has him spinning. And it's not because you're cold, but because you're clear. Now, honey, let me give you the final breakdown of his total frequency. All right. Emotionally, honey, he's obsessed, attached, and struggling to find grounding without your presence. Mentally, he is conflicted, reminiscing, and regretting. Spiritually, he is blocked, feels the loss, but hasn't risen to meet the lesson. Energetically, pulled to you. He is pulled to you, but not equipped. He's not equipped yet to stand beside you. Physically, wants to return, but knows the old version of him it would get shut down at the door. Okay, you're going to shut it down automatically. He knows that. Now, here's a final download for you, Pile 2. He sees you now. He sees you now. But more importantly, you finally see you. And that's the type of energy no man, not even this one, can ignore. You're not for potential. You're not for halfway. You're for forever. And only the one who's ready will be allowed. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading resonates with you and or inspire you. And if it do, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. As always, sending you lots of love and good energy. Hey Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How he sees you now and the truth about this connection ahead. This is pile 3 and the energy coming off this one. Woo, honey, is given soft power, high value, don't play with me energy. You pick the rose quartz crystal and the nature card. And baby, that combo is saying one thing loud. I attract, I don't chase. All right, now let's talk. You were drawn here to the rose quartz, which is the stone of self-love, magnetism, and divine feminine softness. And spirit paired it with the nature card, which means, sis, you're back in your body, okay? You're grounded, you're at peace, and he feels it. He feels it. This man is used to you reaching, okay? He's used to you explaining, fixing, waiting. But now you've unplugged. You have reset. You're rooted in you. And that is exactly why he sees you now, okay? The energy. He's feeling this shift because you're no longer emotionally available to chaos, okay? Because you have reclaimed your energy. You have redirected your focus and you're choosing rest, nourishment, and real love. And he's over there like, why does she feel so far away even when she's quiet? And why does her peace feel like punishment? Because he knows. You used to fight for him. Now you just flow right past him. Spirit's message. He thought he'd always have time. But now that you've grounded into your worth, he's realizing time's up. Time's up, baby, because you tapped back into nature, into yourself, into wholeness. You're not available for half effort anymore. You're giving. If it's not calm, it can't come. You're giving, bring peace or be gone. And that energy is messing with him bad. Okay, so let's keep it flowing. Let's go ahead and pull your next card because I want to see what his energy is actually building towards. Is he evolving or just orbiting? And don't go anywhere because at the end of this pile, I'm going to break down his total energetic frequency. What he feels, what he's hiding, and if he can even handle the new you. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see where the energy is going. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? You got the 5 of Cups. Somebody in their feels. Girl, let's see. I'm going to pull another card as well. Five of Cups is emotions, and it does represent the water zodiacs. Let's see. All right. Let's see. You have, this card says, reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so you got that card as well. I'm going to start here with the Five of Cups and break it down for you. All right. Let's see. Okay. Listen, here we go. This man is grieving you while still pretending he's fine. Okay? So he's looking at everything he lost, replaying his own actions. And now he's realizing that you were the one thing that felt real. What's really going on, the Five of Cups is heavy water sign energy. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces type behavior. Emotional, avoidant, if low vibrational. And I just want to make this clear. Every zodiac sign can operate in a high vibrational frequency or a low vibrational frequency, okay? So I'm not just calling out water energy. So keep that in mind. So his behavior is like emotional and avoidant and all up in their heads, right? After the damage is done. So yes, this man is regretting. He's regretting what he didn't say, what he could have give, what he couldn't give, and how you're no longer available for recycled energy. He thought he could circle back when he felt like it. Now he's realizing you might not even be standing there when he turns around. And that's got him twisted, okay? Then we pull reflection. Give each other some space. Let me break this down real smooth. This card ain't saying wait for him. It's saying fall all the way into yourself, because what's real can't be rushed or forced. Okay? You have been in your nature era. You're not chasing clarity. You're living in it. Okay? So this man, he's over there trying to process the fact that the woman who used to overextend is now out of reach. And here's the real truth. He's not mad at you. He's not mad at you. He's mad at himself. Because now that you have given him space, he's actually having to sit in his own reflection. And guess what? He don't like what he sees. Let's keep this going. Okay, let's pull the next card, because I want to see if this man's gonna do something with all these emotions, or if he's just gonna keep sitting in them. Okay, and don't forget, at the end of this pile, we're breaking down his total energetic frequency, what's blocking him, whether his regret is real or temporary, and if this is a true return or just emotional chaos. Okay, so let's do it. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get into it. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What do we have coming through? I couldn't let you get close to me. That says a whole lot, right? Without saying too much. And I'm gonna tell you, listen. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Real raw and baddie style, because this one right here, this says everything, okay? So now we see it clear. This wasn't about you doing too much. This was about him not being able to handle the realness of your love. He wanted access to your energy, but not the responsibility of showing up consistently for it. Now, what this really means, he felt the pull, he felt the connection, he knew you were different. And that is exactly why he backed off. Because you were not, you weren't another ego boost. You were a mirror, a reflection of what he's not yet ready to become. Okay, so this man sabotaged the one thing he was actually praying for, because deep down he knew you were going to see all of him and he wasn't ready to be seen. Okay, so Spirit is saying he didn't ghost you. He ghosted the part of himself that knew better, but wasn't ready to do better. Because let's be honest, you were showing up with the type of love that requires accountability, growth, maturity. And instead of rising to meet it, he pulled away. He kept it surface. He left it unspoken. He let it slip. But don't let that confuse your power, okay? Because you didn't lose him. He lost access to you. And now all this silence, all this space is hitting him like a wave. Because when a man finally sees what he ran from, that's when the regret kicks in. And that's exactly the energy we've been seeing unfold all throughout this pile. Okay, so let's keep going. We got a couple of more cards to go before we break down his total energetic frequency. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going to close this out with the real reason he can't stop feeling you, and whether he's circling back with purpose or just pain, and what you need to know before deciding if this man is even still on your timeline. Okay, so let's pull your next card. And you have 3 more cards to go. I'm going to pull the next one. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You got the Sun coming through. The Sun card. All right, let's see here. Now, keep in mind that the Sun rules over Leo and the Father. So something significant here is about the Father as it relates to how this man communicates in a relationship. All right, so let's see. Okay, sis. This isn't just a happy-go-lucky card today. This is about his core, his childhood, his imprint. And Spirit is saying loud, look at his father or the masculine figure he learned from, because that's where his emotional shutdown started. All right? Translation. He never learned how to love out loud. So if his father was cold, he learned to shut down. If his father was absent, he learned to detach before he got left. If his father was hard to please, he learned to prove himself, not express himself. So now what? He wants to love you. But his system is wired for protection, not connection. Spirit's saying this man didn't get the emotional blueprint. So now he's out here trying to build a house with no foundation. The feelings are real. The pull is real. but so is the internal panic he feels when emotional intimacy creeps in. And you came in with warmth, softness, and a mirror that triggered every unhealed part of him. Okay? The deeper message here is this. He wants to open up. He feels safe-ish. Okay, I'm going to say safe-ish with you, but the moment he starts to feel seen, the fear of not being enough kicks in. And he doesn't know how to sustain love that isn't chaotic. He doesn't know how to handle softness without feeling weak. And that's what this Sun card is revealing. Okay? Now the spotlight is now on him. And he's not used to being emotionally exposed. Let's keep it going because this just got personal. Okay, now we got 2 more cards before I break it down, before I break down the final energetic frequency of this connection. So don't move. Let's see if this man is going to evolve past this father programming, or is he going to stay stuck in patterns that block real love? Okay, so let's go ahead and get your next cards. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see here. What is the energy? All right, as it does relate, we're going to find out. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You got the fluorite. Find peace within. And the fluorite crystal is spelled Fluorite. Find peace within. All right. So I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let me just say this. This is Spirit dragging this man gently by the collar and whispering, heal your inner chaos before you come knocking on her door. Fluorite is a crystal of clarity, focus, and emotional detox. It's here to say, point blank, this man is in conflict with himself. That's why his love feels so confusing to you. What this energy is saying is this. He sees your value. He feels your pull, but he's still fighting internal battles that have nothing to do with you and everything to do with his past, his patterns, and his own lack of emotional peace. This is the type of man who feels intensely but doesn't know what to do with those feelings, starts to love, then pulls away, wants closeness, but fears losing himself. Okay? And that's what you're feeling in this connection. A push-pull dynamic that has nothing to do with your own worth and everything to do with his inner war. Real talk. Real talk. You are his peace, but he hasn't found it in himself yet. Okay. And Spirit is saying that you cannot hold space for a man who hasn't even made space within himself. Okay. And fluorite is coming through loud with that cut the bull-ish clarity. All right. Cut the bull-ish. If he doesn't heal, he'll drain you. If he doesn't align, he'll destabilize you. If he doesn't do the work, he will keep romanticizing what he lost instead of rising to reclaim it. And sis, let's be clear. Your energy is too aligned for confusion, okay? And you work too hard to get this inner calm. You're not sacrificing your peace for potential. One more card to go. Stay close because the final card is where Spirit ties it all together. And I'm going to break down his total energetic frequency, what he feels, and whether he's ever going to be ready for the version of you that no longer settles. All right, so let's go ahead because, honey, you're about to get the full truth. All right, so here we go. Okay. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? All right, we got the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego is what this card says. Honey, why am I not surprised though? Why? Because you can't make this up. That's why. You can't. Excuse me, pile 3. So, honey, this man didn't walk away, he ran. And not because he didn't care, sis. Oh no, he ran because he cared too much and wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to be seen that deeply. This is textbook runner energy. Terrified of real connection, addicted to comfort in dysfunction, and listening to fear over truth, right? And still operating from ego and old programming, okay? So let's be all the way real. He sees your worth, he feels your energy, and that is exactly what makes him spiral. Because deep down, he doesn't believe he's enough for the version of you that's standing in your power now. What this really means, he's still running from intimacy, running from healing, running from accountability, running from himself. And you became a mirror that revealed all his unhealed mess. So instead of rising, he retreated. Instead of speaking truth, he went quiet. Instead of leaning in, he self-sabotaged. But let's talk about you, sis. Let's talk about you. All right. So, listen, this final card is not a warning, it's a confirmation. You didn't lose him. You outgrew the version of you that would have stayed for this kind of emotional confusion, okay? You're not for the runner anymore. You're for the one who chooses to stay, to heal, to show up real. No mask, no games, no fear. So, what's his total energetic frequency? Let me wrap this up real, okay? This man is still deeply entangled in his fear of intimacy. He sees you as powerful, intuitive, and elevated, and it scares the heck out of him. Okay, his heart wants closeness, but his nervous system is still addicted to chaos. He's not ready for real love. He's only ready to fantasize about it from a distance. You, however, you're ready for peace, reciprocity, partnership. And baby, you're about to align with someone who isn't scared of your power, but is turned on, okay? But is turned on by it, okay? This person is turned on by your power and ready for it and solid enough to hold it. His final message here is this. This man ran from your love, but you're walking straight into alignment with a heart that doesn't flinch, a mind that doesn't second guess, and a love that doesn't play hide and seek. He sees you now, but it's too late to meet the version of you he thought would always be waiting. Period. Let the next one come correct. As always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy.